Frying Pan Farm Park is one of the most highly visited parks in the Fairfax County Park Authority park system. Our record year was 750,000 people in 1 year. I think about, why do so many people want to come here? In my opinion, people come here to build memories with their family, or to relax, or to unwind. You know, you go to a movie with your family and you all sit there and watch the movie, you don't really get to talk to each other. You come to Frying Pan Farm Park and you're walking outside, you're visiting the animals, you're talking about what you're seeing, you're taking pictures. We're really a big part of a lot of people's family memories, their youth memories, their childhood memories. We have a lot of other people that just like to come here and jog in the morning, or, you know, walk the park to relax. We had somebody put on Facebook once, when I drive by on West Ox Road and I see Frying Pan and the animals, it just makes me feel better. So people have a lot of reasons for wanting to come to Frying Pan, for loving Frying Pan, and we welcome everybody here. We're just so happy to be a positive part of people's lives. The Friends of Frying Pan Farm Park are holding the NASCOW race because of COVID. We've had to cancel one of our large fundraising event, Farm Harvest Days. We really miss having our guests here, but we still need the revenue to support the park. So the Friends group has come up with this wonderful, fun idea to raise funds for the park, and the cows are going to do a little race, which means they're going to walk pretty fast. That's about as fast as cows go. And the support has really been so generous, and we're really humbled by the support and comments all our guests and visitors are making. The money we raise at this event will be used for a variety of things, all linked to taking care of the animals and the park. Of course, there's food and there's vet bills and medicine and equipment for the animals, but we also need to train our staff. We have the only pair of draft horses probably in Fairfax County, so it takes very specialized training for the staff to be able to drive them. So we use it for whatever the animal needs. We also grow a lot of the animal's food here, so it might be needed to help buy some new haying equipment or repair tractors. So it's not just food and vet bills, it's everything that's linked to taking care of nearly 100 animals that live here at Frying Pan Farm Park. The sponsors for this NASCOW race have really come from far and wide. We've had donations come in from more than 12 different states. So the word is really getting out there. And we're so excited. We've had 12 different companies support us so far. And of course you can still donate. There's still a way to support the race. And when you look at how many different donations have made, how many different sponsorships, we're at about 450 different individuals, companies, clubs, scout troops, you know, all different kinds of people are being so generous, and the outpouring of support is so moving. So if you are moved to support this fun adventure, we're still looking for sponsorship, and we're happy to have everybody join in. So the cows that have gotten the most sponsorship so far are SMOKEY and HOKIE. Of course, HOKIE came to us from Virginia Tech, that's her name. And just a couple weeks after she got here, she actually ran away and ended up out on Route 28. Took a huge community effort to wrangle her back into the trailer and get her back to Frying Pan safely. She's been well behaved ever since. And SMOKEY's also had a reputation for moving quickly.
So I agreed to be the NASCOW race announcer because A, I love NASCAR and I love Frying Pan Park, and I used to work here. So it was an easy sell for me to come back to my former employer and call an exciting race. So my experience with Frying Pan Farm Park started when I was probably only 2 or 3 years old, when my parents would bring me here as a little kid back in the 1980s. And then after graduating from college, I came back and worked on both the farm as an interpreter in the early 2000s. So pretty much I've been involved with Frying Pan since from the cradle to now. And it's exciting to come back for a special event like this. So why should folks support Frying Pan Farm Park? Well, one is agriculture is Virginia's largest industry, and it's exciting and important to know where food comes from. And if you live in Fairfax County, You don't have a lot of opportunities to see agriculture firsthand, so that makes a place like Frying Pan especially important. So you can see both the historical aspects of agriculture, and you can see animals, new babies, crops growing today, live, every day of the year. So that's why supporting Frying Pan is so important. Welcome to our inaugural 2020 Frying Pan Farm Park NASCOW race. This is really exciting. As with any inaugural event, we really don't know what's going to happen. We have a high quality field of a lot of the resident bovines here at Frying Pan Park, and sponsorship dollars have been pouring in to put folks' favorite cows in the lead. So far, HOKIE and SMOKEY have been our two biggest vote getters and dollar getters here. But like we said, we've got a full field. We have Bandit, who is a Jersey Normandy breed. We also have Brandy, who is a Jersey, another dairy breed. We have Evie, who's an Angus, Angus being the most popular breed of cattle in the United States. Florence, who's a Shorthorn Hereford mix. Guinness, for those of you who like a adult beverage, he is also an Angus. We have Helene, who is an Angus, and she's racing for two. She is actually pregnant. We've also got HOKIE, as we mentioned before, who will be actually racing against her son Skipper. Fun fact about HOKIE, she took a little bit of a self-guided race a number of years ago, taking a run down Route 28 near Dulles Airport. Maribel, she's a Guernsey, another dairy breed, 4 years old, and she had a beautiful boy, Neptune, who won't be participating in this race, but possible future encounters here on the farm. Rain, who's an Angus Hereford mix, also racing while pregnant. Skipper also will be racing against his mom, HOKIE. And finally, SMOKEY. SMOKEY, who is another Jersey Normandy breed, racing against his half-brother, Bandit. So once again, there's been some trial runs here, but as you might know, the weather really has changed. So track conditions, you really won't know anything from the previous run. So what we're going to do is we're going to have these cows running from the far corner of the field over here, and they'll be racing here to get some high quality brewer's grain here, which, you know, if there's one thing that makes a bovine run, it's beer byproducts. That pretty much does it. So with that, we're going to get ready for the race. We have Farmer Paul Nicholson down there ready to lead our bovines down through the appointed route. With that, get ready to count it down. All right, we got the green flag out there. Who's in the lead? It looks like our Hereford Angus Cross. They're moving along, Not exactly Daytona 500 speeds here, but again, we're dealing with a cold, somewhat wet track, so they could be being a little bit cautious. Oh boy, we got Maribel. She's moving a little quicker here. Guernsey in the lead. Guernsey running far, far ahead. This is not going to be any competition if it stays like this now. Uh-oh, we got to run in tight here. Oh, and that's Maribel crossing the line first. That was a fast run, and she is enjoying her distiller's grain right now, sharing it with her Jersey companion here, Brandy. But Maribel is your winner. 4-year-old Guernsey. Just an epic challenge. We still have some lap down cars here that are making their way towards the finish line, but our leaders are celebrating in the corral. Thank you to all of our sponsors that made this possible, supporting the park and the farm here at Frying Pan. Your dollars is really what makes this happen, and it helps supports learning, folks getting to have an education and learn about agriculture in sort of a fun and local way here in Herndon. So once again, thank you. That was a quick race. We're still waiting for our last straggler here. One of our young Angus coming in a little late. You know, hopefully maybe next year he'll have the hang of things and be moving a little quicker. But this was a dairy victory today. Maribel and the Guernseys looking strong.
Yeah, looking all right. The one on the right. The one on the right.
I'm very disappointed, Randy. I had you penciled in.
Hold on.
We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
So today we did the NASCOW race, and comparing it to a race car race or a NASCAR race, the cows mainly go in a straight line. And where a NASCAR, they're gonna go around the oval, around and around and around. So today was just a big sprint from the start to the finish. So for the past week, we've been working with the cattle, trying to get them used to following us with a bucket. We picked up some extra brewer's grain, which is really, really tasty. And then we also gave them a treat of some alfalfa hay. And so again, just trying to lure them and try to get them to run. Today they weren't really interested in running, they were kind of moseying, but they still followed us for the bucket and then got a great reward as a morning snack. So this week we picked up some brewer's grain from Aslan Brewery and also Mustang Sally. And this stuff is really, really tasty, and it's the leftover grain. So we use this as kind of the motivation to get these cows to kind of run, to follow the bucket. And like I say, they just really, really enjoy it, and it's a really good nutritious snack for them. So some of these cows, the cow that won the race is here, Maribel. She gets milked twice a day, so she's a dairy cow. So like this morning, she already gave us 27 pounds of milk. So that's kind of exciting, and we thought we would lighten her load before the race, so that's why we milked her. So most of the other cows are all beef cows. We had 2 moms and sons running that were born in the spring of 2020. And then we obviously know HOKIE, our world famous cow that 2 years ago ran down the highway, headed back towards the country. So we got some famous cows on site. So the cattle at this point are eating a lot of grass. We've had a really good wet fall, and so they've been eating grass, but then we've been supplementing them with each of them probably getting about 2 pounds of a mixture of grain, which includes, you know, some sweet feed, some corn, a byproduct feed we pick up, and then also the brewer's grain as the extra treat. Most of these cattle are weighing around 1,000 pounds. We've got some that are probably 500 for the young calves, with the biggest one probably being Rain, and she's a big mature cow, so she's probably weighing about 1,500 pounds.
And 1, 2,